Thank you for the day, God. Thank you for the serenity to accept the things I couldn't change, the courage to change the things that I could, and the wisdom to know the difference. Thank you. Amen. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome, all you mother cluckers. Let's make today a good day.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the free and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Buenos dias. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it works for you. I guess y'all can hear me. I just kind of roll with it like you can. So we got Cherokee, Rabbit, Billy, Roney, Kiss Off, Hooligan, Rabbit, Battlefield. I'm scrolling, just seeing. It's the usual gang. Yep, I don't really see. I went as far as I could. Alrighty, so there you go. Savage Lee, Miss Tiger, howdy, howdy. Well, I got the shade done. So, and here's the tomatoes are all in. So, this is the tomatoes are all in order. And what I did here is Let's see if I can spin it this way and show you. There we go. So what I did is I took some pallet slats and I put it across. Oh, great. Now I got to try to figure out the motion. There we go. Across the two landscape timbers, and I put it at the height. Well, then I set that little, what you'd call a ceiling joist, I guess, whatever, that board there, and that leveled it up and I anchored it. Well, then I was able to stand them up, and I've got a slat board down here, which I'll be cutting off later, and then I've got it anchored to the legs. So yeah, hold on, we're gonna get dizzy again. Woo! And then, oh yeah, and so I've got old gutter from back, and I pulled it out. And what I'm going to do is hang this gutter up here on the outside edge of, I don't know what the hell. I guess it's a tomato bench. There we go. So a bucket bench. It's a BB. It's a bucket bench. So anyway, I'm going to hang that old gutter along the front edge right here, and then I'm gonna try to see if marigolds and stuff will grow in it, so that way I can kind of help with some pest control at the same time. Uh-oh. Come on, get stable, get stable. There it goes. Right. Anyway, so now let me catch up. Oh, thank you, Billy. Thank you, Kiss Off. No one home. Morning, afternoon. Yeah, I'm trying to, man. I just trying to play catch up, dude. But hey, I've caught myself getting really flustered the other day, and the missus started to even join in, and then I caught myself, and I said, no, I just need to. It is what it is. If I only get one little thing done, hey, at least I got something done for the day. I worked on something. I just try not to push myself too fast, too hard, and then that way I don't end up burnt out for a few days and really swole up and inflamed and feel miserable. And so I try to do a little bit. I take a break, and then I try to do a little bit. I do stuff at night in the evenings. Seba says, yeah, chilling, smoking, hanging out. Right on. So yeah, it's like the cleanup. It takes a little while. I still got all them limbs to deal with, but I'll get there. It's this. Now that this is wrapping up, my next chore will be to work on cleaning out this stupid shit, man. I don't these little. See, I got ass backwards chicken, dude. I'm telling you, it's Murphy's law in my life. If it can go wrong, it will. I'm just telling you. And I got ass backwards chickens. It's like apparently the grass got too tall for them. So then it's like they don't even want. You open the door and they'll just stay in that thing. I'm like, okay. But if I cut the grass out in front, well, then they seem to come out and walk around it, but they won't go any farther. So apparently, I'm going to have to cut all this down and then turn them loose in it. It's been crazy, man. But anyway, that's so the next. I got two more major things to go through. There's a bunch of trivial shit, cleaning up, getting all this little crap. Look, that old desk. At one point, I need to get the chickens tended to so then I can actually burn that pile that it's been there for years. Somehow I didn't think that through when I built the chicken coop and started putting it right there. It's like, well, now I can't light the fire because it'll just kind of heat the chicken coop up. Probably not a good thing. Anyway, my next thing is going to be to move the chicken coop from here as a chicken tractor. I think I'm taking this whole front wire dome part off and I'm redoing it. And I'm going to take the coop box and lower it down probably about a foot. And then I'm going to push it over here towards this light pole. Wait, I got to follow my finger. There we go. Push it over by this, and then I'm going to turn it. So right now we're going to say it's sitting like this, and I'm going to turn it to where it's facing this way, over by the light pole. And yeah, then that way this is going to be a little shorter, And because I told the missus, I think I want to open that part up right there, and I want to do like a little garden part right there. Do something where we're doing carrots and some potatoes. You know, hey, am I freaking out? If I ain't freaking out, you don't need to freak out. Okay, we save, you save. Okay, sorry. Let me. Been up since 2 a.m. myself, starting to get warm out there. Time to settle down to the heat, right? Yard work, do it in the morning. Yeah, I try to get out early in the morning. Knowing home daily progress is different from day to day. No need to let it bother you as there isn't anything we can do about it. Motivation be damned. Well, yeah, I mean, I push myself building the chicken coop. I would push myself through this stuff, and that's okay in a way, but it turned out to not be beneficial because then it was really jacking with me because then I go a week where I'm so inflamed, nerve endings are so lit that it's like, okay, I'm damn near bedridden. And it was like, yeah, this is retarded. So this ain't working. And that's just not, I've had my, pardon the pun, but my come to Jesus meeting. And, it's like, look, just, you ain't got to get it all done and what that, but see, that's been my nature, man. You just do, dude. You just do, you know? Hey, Miss Teresa. Morning, afternoon. Oh, thank you, ma'am. Making breakfast. Making breakfast. Good night. You mean to tell me you're making lunch, right? Well, one day at a time. Yeah, kiss off. It's like the old rehab days. You know what? Hey, on a general look, one day at a time. But if you got to, you back that shit up to every 6 hours or down to 30 minutes, whatever it takes to pace yourself so you got to rethink things so you don't get so wound up. That's the goal. You got to slow the roll, man. It's only 11 and it's summer vacation. It's damn near lunchtime and it's a beautiful day. Me rolling out at noon and stuff, I tell you. Damn, that's even worse than banker hours. Yeah, didn't want to do the man boob thing to y'all, so I got too much self shame for that. Couldn't do it. So I got the t shirt on, and now it feels really even hot. See, I don't mind torturing my neighbors with the man boob because you know what? I got to listen to their dogs bark. They drive by. You give you the evil stink eye and shit, So it's like, hey, whatever, It's just kind of a no pun intended, but it's a tit for tat. I'm just saying. What's up, Blackbird? Morning, morning. Afternoon, actually. Braga. Ain't happening. I keep my jugs to myself. I got to slim some of this jelly roll down. And then I'll show you some buff shit. Just got to get rid of the jugs. Got to toughen up them pecs. Pleasurable morning to all the lurkers and haters too. You know what, dude? I don't even sweat it. Everybody's got their own issues and stuff, and I've come to where it's like, hey, man, do you, boo? If hey, maybe it's like wealthy people. Maybe people are so gelled with life that they're bored with positive shit or something, or just getting along. So they strive for that, like wealthy people that just piss through money. Yeah, man, it's a little worm. It's a little worm. What, Eric? Come in. See, Cherokee said, and there's Rabbit Eric. Yeah, what's up, Eric? Morning, afternoon. I think that might be one of my next challenges after I get done with trying to stabilize the house a little bit. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say a while ago. I had a squirrel moment. So, wrapping this up, once this is done, which I do have a few questions for y'all on the tomatoes here in just a minute. So, then the chicken coop becomes a get her done project. And then after that, man, it's I don't know. It's fixing to get real because then I'm going to start right over there on the house, and I got to start. I'm going to start on the backside, and it's going to be an embarrassing moment for me. I can tell you that because, man, I didn't realize just how. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't proud of it, so it is what it is. Anyway, got to get that cleaned up, get the weeds trimmed down the side, get it basically all cleaned out around all them pilings, the little piers, so then I can start. I'm gonna try to jack it up some and try to bring some of the tension off. Done notice the gap at the porch in the house has done gotten a little bit bigger. I thought I'm gonna have to go look at the old footage when I did that ramp because I think I was talking to y'all about that then. And I think I remember going up there and showing her, kind of like, yeah, see, this is where the house used to be up, and then it shifted that much, and I think I was explaining all that back then. I'm gonna have to go look. That'll be something. Okay, rescue. Did you see this? Trump unveils 90 billion in energy and AI investments for Pennsylvania during a summit in Pittsburgh. I didn't really pay attention to the finer details. I know that we have $15 trillion worth of investments, which is the highest ever we've ever had into the country. And I got to tell you, hey, man, I'm going to shoot straight from the hip and I ain't going to stay on it long. So, do you. And if this is the unsub moment, it is what it is. I don't care. But I got to tell you, man, I'm totally happy with the positive shit he's been doing. I am so not okay with the rhetoric with these Epstein files and this latest little thing that he's, the way he put that in his choice of words. This is where I think egotistical money power speech gets to talking shit, just like you can see it. And it ain't just a him thing, because that's that kind of bullshit rhetoric, just that you can hear all the way down to, the person with 2 viewers on YouTube. So all I can say is if I could have a face to face with him, I even thought about doing a little short and just addressing it to him. I don't know if it'd ever be seen somebody is anybody connected to him or what, but it's just like, yo, dude, let's see if we can break down how conversations work. So when you talk to people I know like me in that rhetoric, it pisses me off. So if you've got a point to make, you make it. This whole, ooh, yeah, man. So I'm kind of like right now, I'm on the fence. To be honest, I'm just trying to avoid too much topic conversation because that emotional side, because yeah, I am not happy with that whole little response. I don't give a rat's ass if there's like a legitimate reason for this or not. I'm beyond that. I'm just going off of the way you want to talk to a person, and I ain't down with that shit. So, what's up, cover by CQ? How are things across the pond? So yeah, I just this latest little thing. I don't know who's all seen it, and I ain't promoting it, so that's why I ain't. It just all I can say, it's on True Social, and his latest little spiel has been just like, so you don't need us anyway. Okay, all righty, man. This is so gonna make the midterm suck, man. It's like I don't know if his head's fixing to come out of his ass. Somehow things were going too good. It's kind of like a self-destruct thing. You ever watch addicts do that shit? It's like things are going fairly smooth. So you feel like, oh no, you know what? I can't be this successful. I'm gonna have to throw a wrench in this. I'm gonna have to do something. And so it's like, hey, I know. Let me bend over and insert my head up my ass and blow out some bullshit because this will kind of like interrupt any positive shit we've been doing. And it's like, dude, do you get is there some like kind of like subliminal self-destruction going on? It's like you just decided to spit out and bubble shit. And so yeah, I don't know, man. I ain't overly thrilled at all. I think he's thrown his dummy out the pram. Yeah, I don't, I got some of the other stuff. People get pissed off. I could kind of zoom out and I could kind of see the little back and forth, the business viewpoint, not the political viewpoint, but a business political viewpoint. But this shit, dude, this babbling, it's like, dude, I thought you didn't drink or do drugs because you're sounding pretty fucked up right now. That's all I can say. Pardon the French, but that's just, that right there was the first version was stupid enough. So the first little, just like, what's the big deal? That was bad enough. Like, hello, okay, how about you slow down? No. It's like he realized, well, that's only half retarded. I need to go full retard. And it's like, no, you don't ever go full retard. And he went full retard. And I just don't get it. It just makes no sense to me whatsoever. Like, but then again, hey, man, ain't nobody perfect. So somebody can have decent sense and make stupid decisions. It's just I guess we're going to see what the recovery's like. That's what tells the tale. Is he going to have his own little lights on moment? It is what it is, dude. I got you, Cherokee, but to me, that's just people talking. I'm not, you know what? Here's the way I view that, Cherokee. If I were to believe that, then I have fallen prey to the rhetoric, just like the actual Bible talks about, the misguided and the led away, because it flat out tells you that you're not going to know when. People have decided to try to decipher all these signs and this to determine. It flat out says you're not going to know. But it's like circumventing that. So I don't listen to none of that, to be honest, sir. And I'm nothing to you, but it's just the stuff that comes out like that. I mean, dude, if it's a righteous, in my opinion, with my faith belief and everything, if it was a righteous prophetic message, then it ain't coming from YouTube. And it ain't coming from just one little person. This will be known. It'll be a world thing. Like other countries are going to acknowledge, because that's the idea of a prophetic's not just like, oh, well, in Idaho, this is what happened. It's just, that's not to me anyway. So I don't put a lot of weight into any of that. He's just a man. He's just doing a job in a human world with our own little political structure that's set up. And it's back when things were simpler and less distractions. People had a hard time understanding prophetic messages back then. And then you fast forward a couple of 1,000 years where there's just bombarded with all this distractional technology stuff, shiny foo-ha-ha, and all of a sudden we know all about it. And it's like, it's kind of like how the computers were supposed to make things smarter and make life easier. Businesses were going to run smoother and faster. And it's funny because you still call and get told, hold on a minute, I'm waiting on the computer to restart. Oh, wait, hold on, I'm waiting on my computer. It didn't. Oh, I know Trump is pushing big tech, but it just depends on which fear level you want to come from, I guess. Look at it as a fear highway. Which lane are you in the fear highway? Is it the Terminator fear? Ooh, the evil AI robot's going to take over the world. Then, okay, yeah, there's that evidence. Because, yeah, the technology exists. I don't think that's rational. And I see a business dude he's all about bringing money in, producing money, need to be profitable in this business. Well, and there's 170 plus other countries out there. So, I mean, if you ain't going to get on board and play, then you're going to get walked over. It is what it is, And so we might as well, but that's where I was talking about yesterday. This is where people need to focus on the society that we're raising. Like, what's the interchange? Are we actually working on having open communications? Are we working on conversations and getting along? Or are we actually dividing even more under this whole, just this tribal, well, what's the term? BB used to use the term balkanization type mentality, because see, to me, it's more division. And I don't know, man. Everybody wants to talk about history repeats itself. And it's like, well, for everybody that's understanding how history could repeat itself, we're just slowly letting them divide us all up until, I guess, the unified people gather, and then where we realize we're outnumbered. We have the most awesome country on the planet right now. Is it being run like shit? Yeah. But it's kind of like, I don't know. Just because it's fine, then clean it up. You don't burn it down. Burning it down doesn't, because we're not gonna. There will never be another revolutionary war like that. The rest of the world's too globalized. It just those days, that's what kind of gets me. It's like people are so quick to throw in the towel, and it's like, but there is no other place like this. And there's not another place to go and like whoop somebody's ass, kind of like we did, good, bad, or ugly. Don't make a shit. It is what it is. And so there's no other place that you're going to go kick somebody's ass without the rest of the world chiming in and be able to take them over and go, okay, well, from here on now, we're going to change the rules and we're going to lay out our thing. There we go. Yeah, there is nowhere. There's nowhere to go, man. So I don't know. Anyway, didn't mean to babble on all that shit. That's the thumbnail stuff. That's why I avoid the thumbnail stuff. Here's what I got for you. Anybody that worries about all these end of time messages, are you righteous? So you're righteous in your walk right now. Because and I'm just going off of the Christian faith, because the end times, that means you're going with, the Bible, and okay. So if you really feel like we're coming up on the end times, have you gotten rid of all the shit you're not supposed? Have you been learning about those 600 laws? I think it is. And have you really? Are you going to be able to answer up that every day you have been focusing on these laws to work them and exercise them? Because other than that, you might want to ease up on the whole end of time thing, because it's like, unless your boxes are all checked and you ready to go. But me, I ain't in no hurry. I still got some work to do. Blackbird, have you seen somebody fill up a big bag with water tied up under a tree, poke holes in it? Sure. Oh yeah, dude, we use containment for wildfires out here off in the woods and stuff. You find a pond somewhere and you start dragging hoses through the woods, and then you take some stakes and you drive them in the ground and you hang the corners of a tarp. They actually make containers now, but back in the day we used to just take tarps and hang them up in there, and then you'd hook up a little old Briggs and Stratton pump. You'd hop in there and you'd start pumping water over into that holding tank, and then you would pump from that one off into the fires that were running up deep up in the woods. I know not with what weapons, how World War III will be fought with, but World War II, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. No, there won't even be a 4. The 4 will blow. If we go through a 3 and actually come out, then the next thing will be, I think it'll be just the end. because then by then we will have gotten to where there will be an intent to go and do max stuff. So there'll be the nuclear facility type shit, you know, and the dirty stuff. We're seeing a revolution transpire and fall right before our very own eyes. All these libtard fools fighting ice agents with flaming dumpsters and purple widows. It's the boogaloo to them. Yeah, but you know, Savage, the sad part is see, I don't know if I'd call that really a revolution because that's just it's a small group. What gets me is which, and I don't know, man. This is that you try. What do you know? Look at the worst, or is there? Does somebody have some solution? Like, is this going to come to a different end later? Like, you find out enough fraud, all of a sudden people go. I don't know, but because that like that shit doesn't happen here. I mean, these two things, like that's how fast that shit just got shut down, dude. Those dudes down here are fixing that pulled off them two things down here on them things, and now they're fixing. They done found a tie. I don't know if y'all have seen this. So there's the guy that made that app to for them to use, you know, to fight back against ICE and stuff. Well, the dude that wrote that program, his wife actually works for the DOJ in Austin, and that Laura Loomer is the one that's discovered that shit. And so now you just kind of, because each states are handling this stuff different. So until you start to see a consensus across the states, and dude, Gavin Newsom, I just see that's when you try to understand people, and it's like, so I try to understand people in California, different walks of life, different music, all that good shit. And I ain't just talking about the dope heads that are like bent over at the waist, laid out on the ground, taking shits or whatever, but just the people that actually work in the jobs that produce there, you know. And it's like, how does that, do you not get, I get the most just chilly, evil, creepy feeling watching that dude talk, dude. He does all that. It's like, dude, does that not like scream out like this is like the demon of snake oil salesmen, man? That's what the whole little yeah thing is for. Just trips me out. Anyway, I think that World War III, that'll happen when we collapse. See, we haven't collapsed yet. We watch this batshit crazy stuff, but I think there is a big majority of Americans that don't even acknowledge this. It's kind of like back when the rioting used to happen. Everybody would talk about the riots, dude. And all I can tell you is all down here, people didn't even know what the hell you're talking about. Had to show them footage. And then they couldn't believe it. I think that cackling hen, you're going to run for California governor. Yeah. But I don't even understand how people can buy into that. But then again, you know, it's like I say, see, you see what you see, but that doesn't mean that everybody sees it that way. They might not even see what you're talking about, you know? I don't know, Cherokee. I ain't going to debate it, brother. All I know is I think, what is it like in Leviticus? I know there's several hundred. It might not be 600, but I know it's not 40. Just because you can read Leviticus and read more than 40. But then where that goes from there is, I mean, dude, that's in to each their own. You know, oh, the old stuff was done away with. Just whatever works for you, man. That's where the faith thing goes. Shut up. God dang. I don't know if y'all could hear that damn hen, but that shit was hardcore. That was just getting rather annoying. Chat, don't start it. No, no. Shut up. Dang. Sorry, I'm screaming into the thing. I don't mean to. My bad. I think everything just froze. Oh, God dang that chicken. Hold on. he's up there jacking with them while there's a few of them trying to do some eggs, and so he's got to go up there. I don't know, man. Maybe it's time for a grilled chicken sandwich. It just. He needs to get his ass out of there. I don't know why he needs to feel the needs. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Here, let me let y'all lit. Here. Okay, here we go. Get your ass out of there. Get out. Get out.
My house when I need it, cause I'm so from the lips of me and say, well, it's contagious. I can see it running down through my blood. And it feels like a boom. It's the burn in your body. That's all right. You can kick my ass and honey. I'll get by now. Cause where I'm from, that's what we do. Yeah. If you was born down here, you probably do it too. Well, I'm so burning. It ain't my fault. My daddy came from Louisiana like a hot sauce. So
Okay. Sorry about that. Now let me see. What did I miss? Hey, what's up, C? Garrett? See, this shit. I don't know. Okay, so here's my question real quick, too, about tomatoes, because I just thought about this. Okay, so people have told me how tomatoes is similar to the other, growing other stuff. And I know with like some other stuff, you ain't got to worry about like watering them too much as long as you have drainage, and that you check it before you rewater and stuff. But you can actually just, you can water till it's coming out the drain, and it's like, yeah, all the soil is good, wet, that's good. So is it the same with tomatoes? Can I like just water them until it's dripping out the holes in the bottom and then be like, okay? Or do I got to worry about root rot shit if I water them too much? Please don't tell me I got to monitor watering them too much. I mean, I got a little soil tester so I can check moisture, dry, Yeah, his ass up there was being an asshole. Man, I don't know. The chat just like freezes up or something. Or else y'all just get super duper quiet. Three cups of water in a 5-gallon bucket. Just 3 cups of water. I mean, cause shoot, I water other plants a gallon about every other day. And that's in a 4-gallon bucket. Texas teacher in El Paso fired over a gross comment to her students telling them not to call people who want to have. Oh yeah, doesn't surprise me. We're starting to clean house down here. I gotta say, there's been some decent happenings in Texas. There's been some of the 2020 election fraud mofo's been arrested now down in Harris County. Uh, had a few teachers with their trans pedo bullshit get arrested. Hey, my song. Hey, we'll take a moment and y'all can check this out. I dig this song.
Up this moment
Can y'all hear it?
with some pain in my back.
Can you hear it? Yes, no?
Coffee ain't strong enough.
Come on, just somebody put some kind of character in the chat thing just to say, yeah, I hear it.
Is cracked. Some young buck talking tough, acting like he's some king. Boy, I buried better men for doing the same damn thing. I'm too old for this shit, too tired for this ride, too sober for this bar, and too damn broke to hide. Don't got time for these games, I bled too much to quit, so get out of my way, 'cause I ain't got time for this shit.
We got time for this shit.
Used to raise some hell with a smoke in my teeth, a 6-string slung low, and a pistol underneath. But now my boots got holes, and my heart's got some cracks. I ain't here to make friends, just here to get my peace back. Yeah, I'm too old for this shit, too tired to pretend, too sober for regret, too scarred to play pretend. Don't got time for your drama, your lies old grit. You keep your nonsense, son. I ain't got time for this shit. Now I ain't bitter, but I damn sure ain't sweet. I buried dreams, lost love, and I still land on my feet. So don't mistake silence for some kind of green food. I've been chewed up and spit out by a world that's cruel.
Hey, Miss Amy.
I'm too old for this shit, too proud to back down, too sober to stumble, too tired to hang around. I got one last nerve, and you just stepped on it, so pour me a shot before I say something.
James Hilton. That's James Hilton.
Yeah, pour me that shot, 'cause I'm too old.
Too old for this shit.
Too damn old for this shit.
Let's see here. Too old for this shit. James Hilton. Hey, Snooks. What's up? Morning to you, ma'am. Hope all is well down there. We're having actually a beautiful day. Look, it's a pretty day. Hey, kiss off. You see my firefighter flag flying under the Texas one? Wish the wind would kick in and shoot it out straight. It's pretty cool. Gotta have the 2 hours on there, bro. Was lurking for a bit. I like that song. Yeah. We've been having a lot of rain, but I don't mind. Yeah, see, I do. We don't need no rain. Dressing Chuck. Is he done? Did he go in for his thing today? Oh, what's Cherokee got here? America is only one who do not eat bottle gourd plant. I guess. Doesn't Hutch do grow gourds? I thought Hutch grew gourds. So don't people? I don't know. What do you do? Isn't it grows them for a reason? I reckon. Shut up. Don't start that. Did I get worked up? You don't freak out if I don't freak out. If I freak out, then you start freaking out because, well, I'm freaking out. But if I don't freak out, then you don't need to freak out. So shut up. Shut up. Yeah, we're leaving. He's good. Okay. Sweet. Hey, what's up, PJ? Morning, afternoon, rather. Teresa's got me stuck on morning time like it's supposed to be morning. It's really afternoon. I blame Teresa. Shut up. Come on, man. They need pressure on 129, and that's the reason for the dash. Well, that and it also skips over 46, Miss Amy. So it's. But I'm kind of curious because I will say there's a lot of attention being put into that what went down. You don't hear about it, of course, because the media is not fixing to cover none of that shit. But I wonder because it's like, well, what does happen? It's like all this auto pen talk. That's fine, and you're just hearing how. Think about it. Anything that really gets put out, it's thrown out there like fish bait. There's still way bigger stuff that you don't ever. It's kind of like everything else. KP Heathen, what's up? Afternoon, sir. But I think that because man, what would that do? See, I don't, I get it because it just depends on how you want to view it. But I just kind of go off of like a plain and simple judicial look, legal kind of layout. So what would that do if you go back to and you're actually now prove this in a court of law and it actually gets ruled? So now, bam, yes, evidence, it was stolen. There, it all lays out. So then, doesn't that open like a shitload of powers and possibilities then for everything that was done from that day of swearing in till the day homeboy swore in? So it's like, because everything in that would be invalid in a way, I mean, but hey, man, I'm just a redneck in the woods, so I'm a simple man. Don't blow smoke, don't tell lies. Tell the truth. Hey, a little Creed Fisher. Going round all around town. You've been talking shit. Say I can't play and you say I can't sing, and my songs they won't be hits. I've never been a violent man. I'd rather be drinking beer. No. That's the name Granddaddy gave me, and let me make it clear. You're gonna shut your mouth, say it to my face. I'm gonna use your ass. I can sweep this place. Too early for all. What's up, Huckleberry? I'm from a different kind. Man, we're all old school. Man, those were the days. Woo. I tell you what, it almost makes me want to start calling people up and trying to find out a contact. I'm going, you know what, dude? I'm sorry, I called you an asshole and a dickhead back then because, dude, I had no idea what was to come. Yeah, you whined a little bit, but nothing what it is now. You don't know the first damn thing about playing these smoky bars. You're gonna shut your mouth. Do believe it will. Say it to my face, or I'm gonna use
Hey, thanks, Snooks. I'm all for the transparency, but I'm also a firm believer that the left hand don't always know it. Oh, yeah. Well, especially right now. I mean, you literally have opposing forces. Man, we're all old school. All right. See if I missed anybody. Did I miss me?
You got something to say? All I ask you, stand up, grow some balls, and say it to my face. If I keep hearing whispers, son.
Yeah, this was the younger me, maybe.
Shit. You know, only gas money to get back over here. That's gonna be talk shit, get hit.
You wanna shut your mouth? You're gonna see my face. I'm gonna use your ass. I can go in and defeat this place. Rescue break-in guy who shared a prison cell with Jeffrey saying there's no way he killed himself. I don't know, man. I'm from a different time. Where
My
granddaddy shows old school. A little accountability is all I ask for, Danny Trump. Dude, I gotta tell you what you missed it earlier, Huckleberry, but yeah. Man, that latest little post he did just son. Yeah, didn't set well. Totally dig all the positive shit. And, 15 trillion investment into the country. Awesome. All these plants, we're fixing to have like 100 refineries and plants of different sorts firing up. And that is awesome. I mean, I would get your kids, grandkids into welding, electrical, HVAC shit, because it's fixing to be a booming type industry. It's just, people get scared of the AI and robotics, and it's like, man, in all honesty, hell, we've been doing automated shit for a while.
I'm waiting.
Hey there, PJ. Good to see you. We grow the bottle gourd used in birdhouse. Oh, okay. I just know he grew them gourd thingies. 1,000 degrees. Burn you up, weaken the knees. That good heat. Sugar cut. Ice cream. I'm talking bluebell hot fudge. You know what I mean? That good heat. I'm fixing to teach my son how to weld. He's wanting to know it. That's it. See, dude, I'm telling you, man, we're fixing to get down. We're fixing to be pouring concrete, building structures, wiring, HVAC, recirc stuff. Networking's fixing to take off. Be running power, utility shit, communication lines. Made my baby, he must have been rocking that bartender upstairs. Made one hell of a concoction for me. She got so sweet tea. Yep. New Cosman. I'm talking Tropicana. Shoot. She used a mean little stripper with like a beautiful one. She loves sugar cane. And I can't do it forever. Was for me for over 30 years. Yep. Yeah, I don't know, Miss Amy. Go barefoot by cop down in Daytona. Southern little silly, you can fry an egg on it. Silly cheese, higher than the sweet tea. Destroying the land, no farmland for food, and steal land from animals. Yeah, it depends on where they're going to do it. It depends if we get innovative like they did with the Alcatraz, alligator Alcatraz. Hey, repurposed an airstrip, and there is a lot of bullshit ass buildings and property that's it's sad. It's depreciated, looks ugly, not functional. You know, what's up, Tuck? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Took as long as no smokes. They all fell out behind him. Oh, I can tell you now, Mr. Reese, yeah, I would have, if that was the case, I'd have been off the internet a long time ago. I'd have been like, oh no, I could only imagine. Well, she's wetter than the stars go. Dun, 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 barefoot black tie. Sorting my pantry. What are you rotating? Rotating stock. Actually, you know what? Cherokee, the 300,000. I heard Trump bring it up. Somebody asked him about something else. Matter of fact, it was the Epstein thing in one of the little catching him walking by things. And he said, we had 300,000 kids missing, and y'all don't want to talk about that, and they've apparently have already recovered like 10,000. That's a pretty cool thing. But yeah, I got to say, unfortunately, he just had to insert his head up his ass with this latest statement. So I'm still sore over that. Always been crazy, but me through. I only rip in elevators and only with Patty socks. Just really want some cans. But hey, yo, dude, did you see the libtard vid of a girl melting down because some guy crop dusted her in the grocery aisle? Oh no. Over the line. Somewhere one step ahead or behind. It's so easy, but I guess I shouldn't complain. I've always been crazy, but it's getting. Hey, Rabbit, are your tomatoes in the ground or are they in planters, in buckets? Does anybody got tomatoes in buckets? Let me ask that. Anybody listening? And if nobody listening right now has tomatoes in a bucket, then if anybody happens to work to catch the replay and is brave enough to comment to say that, yeah, I watch Rescue's replay, do you got tomatoes in buckets? And then let me know about the watering. Is it okay if I just kind of slowly water them until I see it coming out the drainage and then we stop and then give it a day or so? Because like now, they're just now going to start to get a little shade. They're pretty in the heat in the mornings and in the afternoon. So I like to scream weird things in an empty grocery aisle, then turn the corner looking back like I didn't do it. Oh, damn, Tuck. You sound like them TikTok videos, Tuck. I'm going back to painting. I'll be listening, y'all. Alrighty, PJ. Get more paint on the object that you're painting than on yourself. That's goal number one. Oh yeah, my shade's slowly closing in on me. You might have to relocate the over in there. Because now the shade's starting to move over the top of the space. Note to self, I ain't ever touring the Annabelle house tour after what she did to Anna. Oh, you all hear about car/truck melting from the heat, the USA/EU. Yours is in the dirt. Rabbit says raised bed, ground, and buckets. You got tomatoes and all? Night now it's dark, dirt, already crazy. Well, no, I mean, I've got them in these buckets, and I'm just, because so there's some other plants that it takes about a gallon of water, but I can sit there and I slowly water the whole 4 gallon bucket, and then I'll end up with about a half inch in the drain pan, and but that's usually good for 2 days, 3 days at first, and then it goes to 2 days, and then when everything's going good, it's about a day. But so I was just wondering if I can kind of slowly just water these until I see it coming out all the holes that I drilled in the bottom to kind of go, okay, all the soil is now wet. Yeah, okay. Rescue, I just looked on YouTube and there's videos of things. Yeah, that's probably, I guess. That or I don't know. Does Devil Dog Pepper go live tonight? Because I think isn't he growing tomatoes in a bucket? Because I mean, I just don't want to saturate. I got this little test thing that I can shove in the soil to measure the moisture of the soil. Okay. Well, I can't do nothing about the heat. It's Texas and it's just hot. Supposedly these things will get like 4 foot tall, so that's why I put the canopy as high as I did. Supposedly they're going to be getting, and they're going to be wide. That's why I spaced them out the way I did. I guess we're going to see. I don't know. The missus is all excited. Hell, she's waiting to see some kind of blossoms. Oh, how important are these the bottom little leaves down there at the very base? Investigator. Oh, but he has taken the last 2 weeks off. Oh, okay. On Monday nights. Got you, Miss Teresa. Thank you. The thing with tomatoes is they don't like the leaves being wet. Watered down by the stem so you don't get mildew. Roger that. Well, yeah, I figure I'll just pour it around all the base, kind of like other stuff, the similar kind of thing. And, it just kind of, but I was making sure that's okay. We're going to do some kind of weird root rot or some shit, I can prune the bottoms? Okay. Because I really want to prune them and then add a little bit more soil all the way to the top of the buckets, Because see, like right now, see, there's a little bit of a lip in here. And so I really want to kind of top them off and trim like this little shit on the bottom right down there. I don't know if any of that just made sense. Holy shit, what the hell happened to me? Good night. Hold on, guys. It's getting crazy, man. It's getting crazy. Today is We All Gonna Die Wednesday, but we still here. See, that's just how it rolls. Sounds like Kiss Off fussing again. I know, right? Trim them up about a foot from the ground. Oh, okay. So Holy crap. Hold on then. We're fixing to have to, I'm going to have to turn the camera off for a moment while I readjust everything, but then I'm going to, yeah. So I want to kind of be able to get in on this and then you make sure I'm understanding this right. You know, because I really don't want to screw these up. I'm so proud of them so far, and it's like, yeah, we're doing good. Airflow is their friend. Well, they got plenty of that. You know, there's cross draft going right now. It's like you can see them moving in the wind. So as long as there's a breeze, they'll get it. You know. Yeah, this is my last breath. This is me, I'm singing, get on. You know my world, and she was my girl. All right, my last breath. I'm gonna turn this off for a moment, and then I'm gonna flip this to the back one, which I think is supposed to be that one. We're gonna take this off here. Oh, it didn't hide the video. There we go. I'm trying not to make y'all sick. Okay, so let me get like to this one here. Okay. All right, so here we are. So here's this one. So you're telling me that I can cut this off, but to go ahead and trim like this one here off too? And then it's like on this one, so to trim these two off, I don't want to steer myself, hit the little stick. Trim those off and trim like this one here off. Oh, you know, go up that far. Or see like this one here. So trim those two, trim this one and then one on the back side off. And so trim all that off. It's okay to just have these up on the top. Because it's like on this one. So if I did a foot on this one, that would get rid of this one. That would get rid of all these right here. Because a foot for this one would be about right here. So that would be eliminate all those. That's okay. That ain't going to like stunt my shit or nothing, right? You ain't going to shit on me, right? Oh, look. She's fixing to get active. She saw that dog over there. You see, I don't know where the hell that black dog came from. Looks like a fat, out of shape one. Anyway. Yes. Okay. So just, all right, man. All right, home doggy. What should I do if the whole plan isn't up to a hey, what's up, Tactical Muffin? All right, hold on, guys. We're fixing to go for a ride on this. So we got a problem child one I want to ask you about then, Rabbit, since you're the one answering my shit. So this poor little thing here became a stunted one out of all 8 of these. This poor little dude right here. Oh, shut up. He it got jacked down here at the bottom, and it's like it's slow growing. Well, that one there, should I just wait for it to see if it gets taller before I try? Would you shut up? Hold on a minute, Peace. God dang stupid hands, I tell you. So, should I just see if, because I started not to even worry about it. Okay, hold on. And see, See, I got some extra dirt I'm gonna top the buckets off with. All right, hold on. I'm trying to make y'all seasick. Ah, I'm back. Hold on. Don't want to make y'all sick while I put this back on the screen. Oh, here, I'll show you this just so you know. I ain't just bullshitting here. So this is what I use to do, and what I do is I squeeze. This is an old phone mount that I had for my Heritage, and it broke whenever I had a little accident. So then I Jimmy rigged it onto this tripod camera stand. So I squeeze these together and stick it up the handle back. I stick it to it, man. Stick it to the man. So give me just a memento. All right. Hey, I was trying, damn it, Tuck. All right. Oh, yeah, there we are. Whew. Okay. Gosh dang chickens. But actually, we're fixing to be making a move because. Hold on, girl. Watch out. Watch out. All right, let's just see what happens. A little bit more. Nope. All right, we're going for a ride. We're going to get over here in some better shade, some cooler shade. Whew. Okay, be still. There we go. Now, okay. Hold on, I got to get the wagon. Hoorah. All right. So now, baby minnow on that small time. What? Okay. All right. So, see, because I've gotten used to you over the years, Cherokee, see, I think I'm deciphering the Cherokee language. So I'm going with the babby minnow on that tomato plant small. I'm gonna break it down to put some minnow remains, the proteins from that on the tomato plant soil is going to help repair it and it grow. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Just don't tell me I got to chase baby minnows around and catch minnow piss and pour that on there, because then the damn tomato plant's fixing just to go for chicken feed. So I'm just saying. Down by the river. Just keep it watered. Yeah, that's. Oh, and by the way, so you also will know, because I mean, see, y'all make fun of me, and then you forget you even make fun of me. But remember, this was the fancy foo-ha-ha soil, because this is the Fox Farm soil. So it's got all these little nutrients and all the cool little woo stuff in it. So now, we're here. Scat Pack. About time, I see. Yeah, just showing up. What are we at? An hour and a half, damn near later. Yeah, see. But that's okay. I won't take it personal. Where you been? Who else you been listening to? Come dragging in late. Oh man. Hey, I'm glad it's at a distance now. Well, it does look pretty cool, don't it? Seeing how the shade rotates with it as the sun comes up, it'll move that shade right over them. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Hey, if it don't work so well for tomatoes, if it's like too much shade or some weird shit like that for the tomatoes, then that's okay. It's buckets. I just lift them up and I put something else in there. Put some peppers, some banana peppers. I wouldn't mind growing some banana peppers. The missus wants some cucumbers and got the tomatoes, and she wants some onions and carrots. Like for sure, Chuck. For sure, dude. Buddy. Rescue, you can pick secret on garden on YouTube. You can pick up secret on garden. Yeah, I mean, but see, a lot of times, man, people, because it's the way I guess the video thing is, but all of it's always money. There's some kind of like, okay, let me show you how to do this. And it's like, well, I don't know. I don't have a mill, dude. Oh, well, damn. Well, if you get a mill and a bandsaw and a drill press and a table saw and a belt sander, look, you can make this. And it's like, well, say that shit at the beginning then, because I ain't got none of that. So ain't no point in me watching you make something that. So that's why I just try to do shit in front of y'all. And then that way you can see, I just figure it out with what I got on hand. I built that chicken coop on the fly, dude. I just like laid some boards down right in front of y'all and went like, okay, I guess I kind of got an idea of what I'd like it to be, a little chicken tractor. I looked at what people called a chicken tractor, and I obviously interpreted that way wrong because everybody else just kind of picks the front of theirs up and drags it in the yard. The worst ones I've seen, okay, fine, the Mr. and Mrs. do it. That one there, oh no, that ain't happening. You got to use. I don't know. So anyway, hey man, y'all are listening. That's what I only get on here to have conversations and to sit here and I guess you could say meet people. And so I'll ask you guys that are growing, what's your experience? Routine, every day the same damn thing. I wouldn't even tell I was alive. Tell you, the cost of living ain't nothing like the cost of living high. Amen. I have some Hungarian yellow peppers growing right now. Ooh. If I had a dump truck and a backhoe, I could dig a ditch. Right, Tuck? Hey, you know what? I want to show you. We're going to install a water line out in the shop that we've been needing for a few years. And then you watch the dude go get on this fucking ditch witch with a fucking cat excavator and shit. And this gooseneck trailer of piping laying right there. And it's like, yeah, see, dude, if I was a contractor wondering how to do the job, then that's all cool. But, man, I'm a redneck in the woods. Show me, I'll figure out how the trench gets put in. Show me what you're talking about, What's up, Matt? Afternoon, sir. How are you doing on this fine day? Pepper X just to see any grow. I haven't gardened my entire life. I still haven't learned how to do it right yet, right? I get good growth from February to August, everything roasted there. Yeah. See, I people down here, it's like the people right down from me, they have a nice garden, and they give us stuff all the time. We give them eggs if they need them, and yeah, just rent that medium heavy duty equipment. It's only $5,000 for 3 days, Sweating. It's trying to rain, but not so. Humidity is about 100. Oh yeah, man. That humidity is what gets you, ain't it, Matt? Shit gets so thick, you can just cut it with a knife. was just an old routine. Every day the same damn thing. The only even tell life I'm alive. Living ain't nothing like the cost of living high. Oh, no, that ain't a hawk. Thought that was in a hawk. So what are y'all up to today? This is Wednesday. It's Hump Day. How many people? What do we got? We got 23 of y'all here. Appreciate it. And I don't know. I guess I need to get over it, but I guess hit the thumbs up if you want to, if you feel it. If you don't, that's okay. Hell, I wish, man, if people don't agree with what I say, I mean, just I don't, I'd like a, let's, what is it? What's the context? Not just, I just don't do all the, I don't know, man. I don't know if rational conversation's a popular thing anymore. Man, whew, it's a blue sky out there, though. Clouds are, there's little patches. I hope nobody flies a plane into one of these little clouds and decides to drop some. Oh hell, I forgot what the name of that shit is. Don't need no rain. Don't want no rain. Do those clouds over there. Just don't do these clouds coming here. Man, poor old Kerrville and that whole area down the loopy, they were getting hit with rain again. And it's like, holy shit. Oh no, can't do that, buddy. You got to go. Cool song, but you're any Ozzy, all of a sudden they shut the shit down. But when? Happy Hump Day, y'all. That's it. Mike, you know what day it is? You know what day it is? What day is it, Mike? Hump Day, yeah. Raining in Ohio today. Yeah, see, I noticed that sail, man, moving up over in there. And then what is it, like New Jersey and New York and shit, having the flooding and stuff. And it's like, man, hey, big Dusty, little Dusty, what's up? Hey, y'all been lurking from the start. I don't know about the chicken sandwich. See, sometimes I wonder if he isn't volunteering, though. I'm just saying. No, I need to finally, once I get that done and kind of at least get part of the house, because I do worry about the house. So I've kind of get it to at least come up a little bit. It ain't nothing like it. I ain't fixing to level anything. I'm just take the lean out a little bit so it won't be so. Because sometimes, man, it's raining, and then you watch the trees start to blow, and it's like, no, we don't really need heavy winds. Let's not do any kind of heavy windage. Every time I go in and out of that door, I look down there as I roll over that, going, yeah, I don't know. It's starting to look a little wider. Blue rain. Probably all the deportation flights and them little sons of bitches up there flushing the toilets. They're shitting on us as they leave. Punto gringo here. What's that blue rain? Oh, it's like, damn. You got to stop dumping shit water into the clouds that attach to frozen molecules. The director at the Art Center in Kerrville is a friend of mine, known her since early 80s. Oh, wow, Eric. Yeah, I feel for, man, that's, Woo, son. That's devastation. But it's cool because there's already some organizations down there that are rebuilding for people and bringing in materials to start rebuilding and you know, and that's such a welcome sight, especially the reactions that we got when dipshit was in, you know, with Maui and North Carolina and the people up there in California with the fires. Yeah, actually, I think Bear is down in one of the regions of that. Is the Grindstone Ministries is. That's a cool channel to follow. Bear Independent. He's also got Grindstone Ministries and he's got Refuge Medical and he has Caleb House, rescuing and helping trafficked kids reintroduce themselves back into life. Match on a fire, cold on ice. It's a dead man's touch. Whisper on a screen doesn't change the thing. Bring you back. Oh, what's that? Nope. It's blue on black. So what's everybody up to here? Y'all having a good day so far? Did y'all get started with something this morning? Getting a little something done? Savage, I don't get along with Bear. He thinks I'm a heathen for eating bacon. Well, I guess it's a good thing me and him have never had that conversation because I still have some. So it's not an everyday thing like it used to for me, but some of that's just in the dishes and the other food and stuff. And I have kind of wondered, and I've kind of wondered about that, but I'm not. See, once again, I don't want to make no half-cocked decisions. So if I decided that, wow, yeah, it says this is not something I should be doing, then I'm totally cool with it. But I haven't looked into that yet, you know. But yeah, I've heard him, you know, talk about that. Never heard him call nobody a heathen. That pretty sucks to label somebody out like that. But gonna getting a bit hot, so came back in. Cherokee says I send this. All right. We're home, yeah. It's the little things that make me happy, right? Kiss off. Well, I'm glad y'all made it home safe. Hopefully Chuck's feeling okay, right? Been taking care of my mom the last few days. She messed her back up. Step on a crack, break your mother's back. Isn't that what they said? So see, then that would mean it would be really your fault, Teresa, for stepping on a crack somewhere. I'm just saying it's an old saying, and since, you know, they were telling us what they were going to do all along, so that must mean something. Dang. Do you feel guilty now, Teresa? Fess up. You feel guilty? Step on a crack, break your mother's back. You must have stepped on a crack. See? Goodness. Rabbit says skull. Skull. Plus, she pulled a muscle, but nothing seemed to help it. So she's wondering if she pulled something out of place near her. Well, you know, I got to say, I've said it before. I used to just kind of laugh at those stories as I was growing up. You'd hear about people stepping on a walnut and shit and throwing their back out and stuff. And until all of a sudden, well, you know, you break mine a few times. And then I realized, yeah, you know, if you kind of make the wrong move, bad shit happens. So I can see it now. And it's funny because now, because the little bit of walking that I do, I don't walk too much down here because the grade's a little off and I have to lean and I don't like that. But up around in there in the carport, I've gotten to where I can walk around a little bit more. But I have noticed when we went to that little, I don't know, pool party thing that her company had, and it was a concrete slab though. And well, when I went in Lowe's, I noticed it because all of a sudden, a concrete, perfectly level surface. Yeah, that was a unique experience. I was like, damn, I almost feel like I'm learning how to walk on something different now. I actually, I don't know. I don't know if I can do it this month, but I'm going to get me some new shoes. I think these shoes are just, they're flattened out. I get no cushion left in them. I missed half of it. What the hell was that about? The muscle relaxers are doing nothing for you. Yeah, well, see, it's not muscle related then, Teresa. So it might be nerve stuff, you know, nerve related. Boy, when I posted pin stuff, you went off like a rock. What? What are you talking about now? Didn't you just get home? My cat's watching her favorite TV show, Backyard Iguanas, using lidocaine patches and lots of Advil. You got a tinge unit? Miss Tracy, you got a tinge unit? Could start off with a slow little pulse just to see if that would help. It helps me sometimes because whenever I go in and I chill, I can put it on and it just kind of, if I'm relaxed and let it do it, then my nerves and the stuff just seems to settle a little bit better. You know, you just kind of get a little pulse going and then it cuts off and it's like, oh, yeah, okay. And I don't know, what kind of say. That's why I don't really discuss things I do because, I don't want nobody to hurt themselves or no shit like that. But, like laying on the floor and with the couch and a few pillows, I don't know if I can explain it right. So the couch is like, right here. So there's the couch. This part is the sitting part, and then the front foot. I lay down with my butt against the front of the couch and my feet in a sitting position is what I'm like, only I'm laying on the floor. I do that for a little while. And then I start raising individual legs at my calf. And I do some exercises like that. And then I start lifting both of all my legs up off. And then I usually go from that over onto my knees. And from my knees, I just slowly will lift a leg up and try to extend it. I'm getting better. I can't quite fully, on my hands and knees, and then take my right leg and fully extend it out behind me straight. I can't do that, but I work at that to help work those muscles. And so, well, see, then there's also some other stuff that I just don't discuss openly, but actually, I guess I can nowadays because it is legal for the moment. You just don't need to set a precedent because, but I can, but, you know, you kind of go with this stuff, it's legal in Texas for the moment. It is compliant with the Farm Bill, Section 7606 of the Agricultural Act of 2004. And seeing that's all I can say is, man, that helps the nerve endings. So if it's nerve related, that could help. This whole gummy stuff, I don't know yet. I'm not well versed with all that. I don't know if some of that changes the aspects. I just know that, like, when it comes to that type of stuff, where people will gauge the flavor and this effect to it, if it's good or not good, I know that none of that matters. It can be what's considered Mexican dirtweed and tastes like number two pencil, but on the nerves, it still works. That's all I can say. So, I'm not a doctor, don't play one on TV, and did not sleep at Holiday Inn. And over a decade. Got to go. Hopefully, we'll be back later. Take care, everyone. All righty, Eric. Be safe. Keep your head on a swivel and make it a good day, sir. Help somebody smile today. It's Wednesday. It's Hump Day. Yeah. Kiss off with the cheap ass. Okay. I was on my knees, but Huck's still on. Oh, Lord, kiss off. You know, you're something else. What's up, Zombie Force? Turn my damn chat into some kind of damn Pornhub shit. I'll be dang. I'm not too keen on it. I do like the weapons grade weed they grow. Weapons grade. Website. Okay, don't know. This stuff can really help. Right, Roni? Okay. Okay, well, just so we're clear, this is the Cluckin Alamo, and this isn't the red light district. So, now, I'll look next time I'm at the farm store for you to. Well, I'll tell you what, these are like a Lowe's and was it Tractor Supply? No, it was Lowe's. I don't know. We pulled in, and as we go by the front, man, I'm looking at them prices that they, and I'm thinking, dude, people, I don't understand. People ought to get into become a nursery. I would think a nursery would be, man. If I had the room and then the money to invest, you know, have some good little irrigation, have the bigger section, dude, yeah, I'd be doing a nursery. I'd be popping off sprouts of all kinds of shit, selling them. Because, dude, I want to say, what was that? It was a jalapeno plant, and I don't know, maybe 12 inches tall, 10 to 12 inches tall. And dude, they wanted like $10 for that damn thing. And it was like, holy shit, dude, really? And it's like, can you imagine, dude? You could just, yeah. So yeah, that'd be so cool. We'll have to see whatever happens if I can manage to get back to work. No, see, I never really adapted to that philosophy, Rabbit. That was the other channels and stuff that participates in the 2020. I got more self respect, and I just if I did participate, it would be more than $20. So I'm just saying. We have lots of people around me that sell different kinds of plants. Yeah, we got right here in this, I guess, community that I live in. It's people will share stuff all the time. You know, it's like, oh wow, I've got extra of this. If anybody wants some sprouts, or I trim this, so I've got some saplings. But that we used to have actually a pretty big nursery up off the highway up there, going towards the town, and so, but yeah, and it just kind of they got into the rock stuff, so it just became decoration stone shit, his main thing, and then just some basic tree type stuff. And I'm like, man, I don't know, maybe it's because they feel like they can't compete with like Lowe's or something, or Tractor Supply with their little. I'm like, bullshit, dude. Especially if you could do one of those shaded, freaking acre type setups with overhead irrigation controlling the light and stuff. Shit, be popping out samplings of shit, little samplings all over. Dragon Moon greenhouse and nursery is for sale here. Yeah, I see. That almost sounds like that was more on the other greenery side of things than Dragon Moon greenhouse. Sounds like they specialized in some of them special tomatoes. Get them greenhouses. Winter will pay for it. Oh, I wish. I wish I could get me a little greenhouse. Because then it'd stay dry in there. And so, yeah, it'd be a cool environment. Hang out, chill. But my next, as soon as I kind of tidy up this, then I got to work on getting the chicken coop moved, set up, get them lined up, and then it's going to be the house. And man, oh man. And I don't really know what's worse about the house, if it's just the fact that it's so embarrassing whenever I really looked at the shape of everything and what it's come to back there. And it's like, I don't know if it's just self-shame and a combination of the fact that it's a lot of work, because hell, it's damn near 4 foot off the ground. So you figure you're stacking blocks up 4 foot to finally get up there to jack it up. So it's a lot of block hauling. But it just kind of, I don't know, man. It's just, but I got to do something, because I could sit back there if I'm talking to y'all on the PC thing. I can feel that I'm leaning back to that corner. It has 4 huge high tunnel greenhouses with all of everything you need. $10K just for the application fee. Yeah, I see. That's what I want for it. But it's expensive to get a license. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. Which I don't know. I mean, I guess depending on the size, you might could start off with making like, food samplings, little sprout starters, peppers, watermelons, cucumbers, tomatoes, that kind of stuff. And then you put them out and you sell it to get the, 10, 11 grand for the application for that side. And then you kind of start that way. And once you can make the shift over, well, then you can either continue that little part or you let that die off and focus on that, But I'm just talking out the side of my neck. I think it's as the slang goes, because I ain't got the money shit, dude. I made way too many mistakes in life. But hey, I did what I thought I had to do at the time. I don't make excuses for it. It is what it is. The high tunnel were used to grow tomatoes that they took down to Texas. Oh, okay. You can move here. We'll all go sled riding together. Man, I couldn't move that far from Little Man. Not right now. I still got a relationship with him. Now I don't with my step granddaughter, and I don't get to have them with my granddaughter anymore, really, because they live down in Florida. So all I got left is Little Man. As long as I still have a relationship with Little Man, then I pony up. I pretty much pay whatever price I got to pay just to have Little Man time. So it is what it is. I can't say it's the smartest. Can't say it's the best decision. All I can say is it's the fucking one I made. Oh. Spain versus Islam. Not my monkeys, not my circus. Snow is highly overrated.
And I'm gonna get my boots up, put some music on.
Oh, yeah.
Since I'm all alone, I might as well get stoned. I might as well get stoned.
Hey, look at that. We were talking about that, and here's the song. Damn AI listening. I tell you. America. One and got his time. Yeah, that looks pretty cool, I gotta say. And then when I get this gutter right here put up on the side right there, give me some marigold growing down that bad boy. Which I might, when I get some marigold growing in that, I might even end up transplanting it and putting it in the buckets around the base of the tomatoes. And that'll help fight off bugs. I love our snow, just don't want to be out in it. Hey man, that's the way I feel about the ocean. I think it's beautiful, and I love looking at it. And then if they ever invent, you know, some kind of transparent thing to go down and do this tour without getting your ass taken out, then I'd be down for that. I just don't want to be in it. To do plant some leaf lettuce. Well, but one thing, but see, that's the thing about the marigolds in the gutter, though. I thought about rabbit is because that it's only. Well, I think whenever I finally put the spacers in between to anchor it, it's like 4 inches wide at the top. So, it can only go so crazy, and then they run out of room to go crazy. It's kind of like, the chain link fence around the insane asylum. Yeah, indoors, it sounds like they're all batshit crazy, but they're contained within the fencing at least. The best snow is the kind you see on TV. The way you're going, you're going to need a houseboat. Now, I got to tell you, man, if the water actually comes to right here, then one or two things has happened. There has been some kind of major collective of water up north, like a whole mountain snow level just decided to melt at once and come rushing down, wiping out, an eighth of the country as it comes, and it takes over that lake and it floods everything from here to the coast up to that lake and dam over there. Because see, that's what I was talking about the other day. If you live by a river, you need to check your elevation of what's upriver from you, what's upstream, what's the elevation level, what's the catches, where's these bodies of water, what's the elevation compared to where you're at, because it's water's self-balancing. So water will self-balance. So like where I'm at now, like when the flood, water might be coming right over here, right next door, but to actually get to here, the elevation to this to over there, we're balanced. But that's why during the flood, when I showed y'all the flood that we did have down there, that's coming out of the river, and that was actually, matter of fact, showing y'all this bridge is probably 300 to 400 yards from the river. Yeah, about 300 yards thereabouts. So that's how much when that river rose, it actually overflowed and came up 300 yards. That's what took it down the loopy, man. Down here, the first time, decades ago, the first flood we had, it knocked the whole road and the whole property section off. It's gone. Yeah, so that's just one of them weird things. I mean, I've grown up watching that unfortunately happen right in front of me and right here around me. How the last time it did it when the house shifted and that whole hurricane and the flooding that happened, dude, me and somebody else were out in the boat making sure doing house checks all back there because the water was up to a damn foot underneath the peak of the roof. I mean, the edge of the roof, and we're going up. So it can. I personally don't worry about flooding here. I mean, but see, there's that. I guess the prep sin thing is to see, which I've been doing that because of where we are for decades. Because we'll get cut off. It's like the last two times when major ones, we get isolated. You get in and out of here with a boat, but that's why you have shit in your pantry and shit. Have a barbecue pit because you always got some oak or something around you. Hell, the last time when we had that, the hurricane come through, knocked power out for 20, 23 days or some shit, something like that. I don't know. It's a good little lick. But we just like everybody just kind of pitched in and you started cooking meat. Like if people wanted to, spare their gas or their fuel and stuff for other things. So then they would start emptying out freezers and, hey, do you got one? Yeah, we got a pit going. So, well, here, will you put this on there and do briskets, hams, burgers, all kinds of shit. Just that's one thing. See, that's why I think people want to talk about a shift type mag, but I guess it depends on where you live. Around here, we done been through a few floods, been isolated, lost power in the dark. We self patrol around here. It's like we lose power out here. It's all self patrolling. If you decide to get out and about, somebody needs to know your name. So it's kind of self regulating against looters and shit. Right now, packs of marigolds here and there, when they go unattended, they will clog up a weed going full. Yeah, see, but that'll be in a gutter, so it can only go so far. I'm in the desert. Flash flooding due to heavy rains does happen, pretty rare, short lived, but yeah, it happens. It's all the dust doesn't absorb it. No, it packs up fast, right? Zombie Force, brother, I got to get back to work. Everybody, have a great day. Hey, make it a great day, Zombie Force. Appreciate you stopping in, brother. Don't work too hard, just hard enough, sir. Keep your head on a swivel and help somebody smile while you're making your day a good day. Don't leave that up for anybody else to determine. Have quite a big community like mine, pizza. Yeah. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I definitely do not agree with a lot of these, people that have moved up in here and the vibe. But when it comes down to your ass ain't got no power, at least they're smart enough to realize that okay, you got to work together. You don't work together, the bad shit's coming to you. It'll go to bullshit's going to the weakest point. So, hey, Indy, did I just see Indy come in? Yeah, hey, what's up, Indy? Good morning. Psh, it's afternoon, man. No, I got you. What is it? Yeah, we're coming up on 12. Damn, been on for 2 hours. Yeah, I got to cut the boards. Then I'm going to hang those gutters. I just got to figure out. I used to have some like 8-inch nails that when those gutters used to be hung on the house. That's the way they were hung because that was, hell, that was what, 40, 45 years ago. But that was just the old aluminum stuff. You go up there and you got the little round tube that goes in between for the nail, and you just kind of go through it all the way and then drive it in. I let some patches of marigold vine up and climb on 2 spots on my house and one on my fence. Gives it an old school look. Oh yeah, there you go. Being part of being part of it. Of the firefighter volunteer at the pantry on the fire marker stage. Yep, I got you. Actually, that's how it used to be around here for me, Rabbit. Me and this bunch here do not get along. They do them, you know. Their behavior, character, to me, they're disrespectful to the firefighter name. But hey, people around here think, oh yeah, I don't believe in drinking at the firehouse. I don't think you ought to have drunk responders. I just don't agree with a lot of things. I don't agree with you get a call for heavy smoke coming out of a roof line of a house, and the response is to show up in a pickup truck and kind of going, so what is it? That's not a proper response. So there's to me the management, but it's an attention getter. Every little area's got them. It's we've had some bad ones in there. Hell, when I left out of there a while back, we had some. We used to have we way back when we had a chief that literally didn't even live around here. Lived what is it, like 15 miles away from here, and he used to try to say that nobody could drive the trucks but him and the assistant chief, which lived like 5 miles farther than him from out here. And it was like what, and we had this big falling out with that too. So yeah, that I've had my share. Well, see, we have a big department, but it's just not here in this one. It's ours is just for this little community right here, where we have some bigger ones that are for the actual areas. Like I back with the bigger fires on the outside. I used to work a lot with the other fire departments outside, and then the forestry service. But in we actually the city that's down the road has a training ground that a lot of different departments come to. So it's just it's like anywhere else. You kind of got this, and yeah, this is the majority, but there's this little spark over here. It's just, and nobody really wants to pay attention because you don't really amount to anything. Like we don't really out here nowadays. This bunch doesn't provide a lot of support and is not like seen as a good backup source in other areas for other areas. It used to be, you know, hell, for a little while we were pretty solid. And then it just becomes another power play. Well, then as people here got older, kind of like my mom did, and you get older, you die off. Kinfolk don't want the house, rent it out. Well, that changes the vibe. And that's what changed the dynamics. It's like things around here used to be kind of self-maintained. Now these people want to talk about, raising dues, and they try to pass this law that we have in Texas. What is it? Prop 211, I think is what it is. Anyway, it's where you don't have to get all the votes. Like right now, every single property owner has to get mailed a ballot, and they have to receive every single one back. And then now you got 51% of those votes. You can now change that. And see, and they want to slowly try to change it and adopt that. And so far, it keeps getting voted down. And I usually get really vocal every time they get to chattering about it. They know. Don't even bring that up. It's like, really? So you just want to take away somebody's right to say anything. Well, we don't get them all back, so we can't get them. But then you don't need to. Just work with what you got. Learn to get along. Why do you got to charge people more? ask for donations. Well, we don't get very many donations. Maybe it's the way you guys do things and people don't like it. That's why not many people show up to your meetings that you guys have. Nobody participates in this. But they're, we got the bunch around here that's so used to blaming something else. They don't want to self accountable. What's up, Pilgrim? Afternoon, sir. Afternoon. We're getting new asphalt laid down right now on our main road here because we voted to pay an extra bit on our property taxes. Oh, there you go, Rabbit. Yeah, see, back in the day, that's what we used to do around here. We used to just gather up money, hold fundraisers, bake sales, all that good little shit. Dunk the firefighter kind of guy or whatever, raise money, and then buy the material to have the road base, applied to our main roads. Because that was the old school way of looking at things, pay for your way. Then we've gotten into this. So slowly, I guess that they've slowly, from my interpretation, they've slowly handed over some of the main roads over to the county. I don't know how legit that is. It doesn't infringe on my shit because I'm 2 or 3 roads off the main road. So I know my shit out in front of my house is a private road. Oh, I think that might be. Oh, yeah, he's low enough. Looks like they're running the river. They might be checking levels. That's why I laughed. We've been under a flash flood warning since the beginning of the year. Because it don't matter if it rains here or not. We're catching everything that rains and all the water north of us. Hey, for those that came in late, I got the canopy done and the tomatoes are on the tomato bench. So, and if you're really curious, you can even rewind and go look at some up close footage of the tomatoes. I got to do some trimming. I have to go in there and get my little snippers. I hope I don't screw them up, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Should I be trying to steer those limbs as they come out rabid? Like you might for other stuff, so that you kind of have it spread out. And I mean, is it going to grow around the same kind of way with center stem, and you don't want to top them or anything, right? Best life. What's up, Billy? Afternoon, sir. Afternoon. The part you trim off can be put in dirt and rooted. Oh yeah. So if I snip them off, I can just go ahead and put a hole right there and put them in that dirt, and then they'll start growing out of there. I don't need that many though. I don't need to overdo it. I'll just stick with 8 or 7. I think it's going to be 7, but we'll see where the runt comes. Hey man, sometimes the runt turns out to be the best one of the bunch, right? Hey, what's up, Monty? Did Monty come in? Yeah, there he is. What's up, Monty? Sorry, I got a mild reflection. Yeah, I used 2 landscape timbers, and then I used a couple of pallet boards, some slats. And at first, I had this one too tall. That's why there's some extra landscape timber poking all over the top. Down at the other end, it's not. It's even. But I didn't really care. It seemed like more of a hassle to try to cut them off than to just leave them there. No, I didn't put it up on the live. I got some of it built yesterday evening, and then the missus helped me. put it up, and then I finished it up this morning. The missus didn't want to be on no live, so that's why we did it yesterday evening. Basically, what I did is I laid the landscape timbers down, and I got the right space that I wanted, and then I screwed the top board on about 2 inches from the end, and just created that one. And then I kept them lined up with the bench itself, so I could keep the distance right. And then I screwed down the other board to keep them together. And then we brought it out here to the end, and we rolled it over like this, and then we stood it up. And then I got underneath there and was picking up on that, and she pushed it up underneath there, and then we could set what would be considered a ceiling joist on top of that pallet strip board. And then I was able to just to put a screw and a screw bent, so then it held it. And then down here I put a little 1x4 just to hold it to the table so it won't move for now. Hey, there's some good jam. Hold on, I need to reload my nuts, trying to get in the way. Me under my own, got nothing to say about nobody. That's right, nobody. Don't shake my tree, don't ride on my cage. You and me, we on the same page. Got no problem. Don't want no trouble. It's best let a sleeping dog lie. Soon you're gonna understand why. Gonna get bit right between the eyes. Let me tell you how it all went down. Funky little plane on the edge of town called the Pines Pub. Oh, ain't it not too much? Push come to shove and I came to blows. Squeezed me the blood and I broke his nose. Yes, I had to do it. Mama, that's all there was to it. Tennessee dog lie. Soon you're gonna understand why. The best let a sleeping dog lie. Let's see, where's the shade at? Well, they're doing all right. Let's see. I might can do this without making y'all seasick, so let's give it a shot. Woo! It's kind of like just a slow zoom. That's all. Okay, so we got to set. Oh, there we go. Whoa. Whoa. Shit's going cray. All right. So there we are. So there's my tomatoes. And according to Rabbit, I need to be trimming all this shiznit right here off. So this is it. I'll be all over you like stink on shit. Best let a sleeping dog lie. Anyway, this is what I call the tomato bench. And what I did is I took the old landscape timber, the old treated 2x6 from way back when. I think y'all saw me take the porch apart off the little building. And I was going to do the flower beds with them. Well, I've ended up making these bucket table. It's the bucket bench. It's the BB bucket bench. And anyway, spaced them out, put enough space in between buckets so that they can grow to be bush style. And then this right here was just kind of put together, kind of like slapped together with some little white fur 1x2 strips. And then I got a piece of some 1x1 old garden stake shit using for that. I still got a piece to put on this little cap and this gap over here. Right there, you can see the two ends. Damn, man, it's hard to control my finger on the camera from right there to over here. I got to do that, put a couple of staples in, and then that's an old flagpole pieces from the two that bent during the storm that Kiss Off and Chuck got me some new ones. So then I repurposed the ones, what was left of the old ones that got bent over, and that's what runs the center mast. Come on, man, get my finger right there. We go. That's what that is. And then I took some baling wire right up there, and I lashed the baling wire around the flagpole and the white fur strips that are screwed together in an X. So that's what I did, man. And then I guess let's see, I can back up to the court. Then that's the landscape timbers and the pallet slaps there. And so that's it, man. Hey, took forever to finally get some shit planted and done, but you know what? It be what it be. Okay. She's full of BS too. What's up, Billy? Welcome back. Billy been quiet enough.
He came to Cross Hollow with 4 bullets left. 1 for mercy, 3 for memory, and none for himself. The wind changed. Something was waiting.
Thank you, Pilgrim. I just threw it together. It does feel good to get it done. Maters matter. That's it. That'll be after I get done with the chicken coop in the house, then my next little garden achievement's going to be some kind of, man, I got to figure out some way to do some potatoes because I love potatoes. Man. Oh, thanks, Billy.
So slip like a grave with breath.
Oh, thanks, Ronnie.
You're rolling slow, half tired of death. If fire burned in the preacher's well.
I tried to keep something I could tend to in the chair, and that's why I decided to do them on that bench, kind of keep them off the ground, accessible from the chair. I hope I don't stay in this chair, but you know, I work within a reality.
It's like lost. Said you look like a man who's lost.
Buckets work. Just put 3 to each bucket. See, I tried the buckets, but I don't know. They didn't. You look good in blue. What am I, blue? I'm not blue. Are you colorblind, Billy? I have a green shirt on and camo shorts. The carport roof is blue. The trim around the tarp of the chicken coop has a blue strip. I don't know. You can go taters and hay bales. See, that's what I was thinking, Pilgrim. I thought about seeing if I could just, because I've seen people do that where you got like, you know, your chicken wire, hay wire, or whatever, you know, your wire fence, but you have the round and you start off with a low level of hay. And as they grow, you just keep adding layers of hay. And then when they're finally timed, then you just kind of open up the fencing part and go through the hay and get all your taters out. Does that sound right? Yeah, no way, you do more in there. Well, thank you, Kiss Off. But there's Rudy. That's it. You gotta go potty? You go potty or get your ass on that porch. I'm not screwing around with you. You must want to go over there where some cat was at. No. Come on, dude. You got to potty and then get your ass on the porch. Yeah, look at you. You're drooling and shit. Then get on the porch. Get your ass on that porch. No, rabbit. Oh, okay. Get on that porch. Go on, get. Don't stop now. I still see you. I really don't, but he don't know it. All right. You just lay down. Yeah, basically. I saw it a couple years ago, but that's easy. Because I thought about, I'll see if she can get her brother to hook us up with a bale. They got a hayfield. Ain't no point in me asking because I probably couldn't even buy it. Billy says, I'm on the porch. That's where he got, these cats, and he's apparently got some kind of allergy to the cat piss. And man, once these cats started to like reproduce a lot and we started getting a good bit amount, he broke out so bad and he's never been right since. And so try to keep him up out this grass so much. And people probably think I got a thing for cats, and I don't, dude. If it's your cat in your house, I came to visit, your cat would probably be in my lap, and I'd be going, "Oh, check him out." I got a friend that has one, but it's somehow people around me figure that it's okay that their shit's in my yard, and it's like, well, your shit fucks with my world, and that's not okay. And the roof stout method is done that way. What, the hay? Is that what you're talking about? Roof stout method? Is that the hay thing? It's a little worm. I still got to get the scaffolding put up. I got the ladder put up. Well, I got it over there in front of that building. I got to get it shoved back in that building. As soon as I get the house tended to, I want to work on that little building too. I think I want to I got to try to figure out what to do with it. Sometimes I even thought about having like a little party, but see, I don't know. None of y'all are around my area or around me at all. The few that were, well, I don't know. I guess I upset them. So there's really nobody around in my area. Otherwise, I'd cool to have a little barbecue weekend. Everybody come 10 up or something, and we will party at night. But during the day, just help me unload that building underneath a canopy. Just stack everything out on pallets or some shit so I can get the building cleaned out. That would be so cool. But, my neighbor's dog wants to come fight mine every time I take her out. It gets old beating one of those pets in my yard. Oh, that's it, Billy. See, that we ended up with a fence, and that still pisses me off because I still look at that fence sometimes going, was out here for 40 years damn near before I had to put a fence up to keep other people's dogs out of my own damn yard, where every dog I've ever had has never had any issue leaving this property. But you get people that get other animals, and apparently it's okay. It's like your shit's not your shit, but you can bet that they think their shit's theirs. Go jack with their shit, and it's like, what are you messing with my shit for? Well, wait a minute. So there is a yours in my shit? Then can you keep your animals off of my shit? Oh, well, you got to be a dick. What? Because, oh, wait. So if I put hands on your shit, are you a dick now? Oh, well, no, because you shouldn't mess with my stuff. Well, your shit's messing with mine. I'm telling you, dude. That's why I guess I don't do debating very good because people don't. It's just, that's stupid. Respect it or get some balls and say you don't want to respect that. There you go. So, no, I get it. That's a respect thing. And you know what? I'm disrespecting you and don't give a shit. There we go, dude. I could probably actually, I could respect that. We're going to have an issue, but I could respect it at the end. '87 feels like '96 here right now. Almost 70%. Oh, yeah. Oh, you made a great point, Billy. Oh, Billy made a great point. What did she say? Let's see. Well, then I'm still taking care if them then, right? Wait. Okay, hold on. Oh, damn, what the hell, Huckleberry? It will eat you. What are you talking about? A cat? Oh, the cat, yeah. Life is a two-way street, right? We had that little problem yesterday. It was solved when I was sitting on the porch. People should watch where I'm at. I see things. Well, that's my patience level right there. I put a fence up. That's it. If your damn dog jumps that fence or crawls under that gate, it is what it is. That was as far as my negotiation and discussion on the matter goes. When I had to erect that, that's it. That is the factual line for anything and everything. Now you've backed me into it. I had to put it up, have to make it obvious. So don't cross that line. If you do, just make sure you're in good standing. You'll be arriving shortly. That little fat dog gonna get its ass kicked one day. Oh yeah. Just don't get a pet. Just don't get a living animal that's going to rely on you to take care of it if you can't be responsible about it. If you're not ready for that, then don't do it, man. You know? South Texas bound again. Another game you're never gonna win, but I ain't never been afraid to go. I'm gonna make my money and go back to you. Baby, our dogs are in fence, and his dog shit in front of there's someone who can give me that. Right? We thought about just doing the back and not the front, but I no. Just go ahead and stake the four corners. This is it. Lines have been drawn. There we go. Green card shot. A home more than a man can live. I done worked my way up from the graveyard to the American dream, and I'm never gonna quit. Except the deep man that I supply. I'm gonna make my money come back to you, baby, right on time. Don't breed them if you can't feed them, right? The sun don't always shine. When I bought this house, I couldn't afford to build a fence, so I put up a sign. Yeah, man, whenever we cleared the trees off of this to stake out to even build the house, you didn't have to have a fence. There was a respect thing. That was somebody's property. Most of the time, people didn't have a problem with you going like off and on their deer lease because people didn't leave trash behind and destroy things, and you asked, you know. Hey, can we go fishing on your pond? You know, we'll throw back whatever we catch. We're not looking to keep it. We just want to have fun fishing. Oh yeah, y'all go ahead. Okay, well don't leave, you know, soda pops and shit laying around. Don't make a mess. It was easy enough. All right, Reverend, make it a good day. How long have I been on here? What is it? Been on here damn near 2.5 hours. Hell, it's 12:30. Hell, it's time for some lunch. You know what? I need to actually hydrate. I need to drink me a water. Let me, I forgot what flavor I brought out with me. Let's see, what was that? Was that over here? Got a pocket? Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, a little passion fruit. Ooh. No, I'm gonna make sure I don't fall out the hole in my way. I wish we could fence our yard, but I can't afford it. You know, wasn't so bad. This ain't no glorified job. I'll say that, Billy. You know, so it's not like, oh, dude, that's like some badass. You know, yeah. I mean, put three. Well, I bought four actual posts, and then there's two landscape timbers that are in the ground at each corner, and then there's two in the middle that are in the ground. And other than that, man, it's T post and just I got one of the old fashioned wooden kind of clamps for trying to pull it tight, and you know we didn't have it, so it ain't like super tight. It just you know what if you're actually supposed to keep out of here, that's just a reminder. Now, if it ain't enough of a reminder for you, that's not my problem. I'm not in the educational business. One way to teach, and that's when you come over that fence. Passion fruit is better than purple passion. I don't know. The pack comes with strawberry, passion fruit, tropical punch, and lemonade. Up in the smoke, down there in the flames. I'm like a freight train. All righty. Done. Hydrated. Damn, that's what I need to do. So I'll go up in smoke. We got to give them egress and regress by law. Ain't nothing on that deed that says your dog can shit in our yard. This is true. It's just a way of travel. It's all you have to provide is the means in and out, access. Doesn't mean you get to hang out on it, picnic on it. You don't get to run your dogs back and forth and all that. You just get to go from the main road up that drive to your shit. And now you can do what you want to do. There you go. Thank you. Bye. Have a nice day. Okay, thank you. Bye. Dude, we've had people. That was another thing that was kind of useful about putting the fence up, dude. One day, I don't know, that chick was all peeled up or whatever. Hell, I just look up, and this is back before the fence out here, and then all of a sudden, here's this woman and this kid just come walking through the yard, and I'm like, yo, I don't know. Hell, was I even? I think I might have been streaming when that happened. No, I don't think I was. I think I talked about it before. That shit, that one was all peeled up. I said, what are you doing? You just can't walk through somebody's yard at will. Keep your ass on the road and just keep walking around. You just, huh? What? And they're the ones that live there, and that's brought up the cats. And it's like, look, I don't have to. It's on video. It's got cameras to watch the cats come all up underneath your feet when you dump the bag out. I mean, huh? I'm like, oh my god, dude, you're so peeled up, you don't even know you're talking, do you? I got to get this fence part here cut and then get it wrapped and tied up so then I can pick that piece up and get it out the way. I'm going to make up some vinegar, bleach, and soap mix to spray along the fence line to kill all the grass growing off in that fence. Whew. Oh, Scat Pack, come back. Huckleberry on my trunk, just call me Teflon. There was already a dude back in the day, one of the mafia dudes was called Teflon Don. Who was that? Was that the Gambino guy? He was that gray-haired dude, and he was just looking green, and they called him the Teflon Don. That's how the news would report him, as Teflon Don, because they'd bring him charges, and then they'd fall off. Can't remember which one that was. This humidity sweat, man. Humidity sweat. John Gotti, that's who it was. John Gotti, Teflon Don. There we go. That's what y'all get trying to take my Yeah, I need to reach out and just kind of ask about something. I don't really want to just bring it up. I guess I need to reach out and ask, going, hey, what is the deal? Ah, Rabbit, look at you. LOL, adios. See? Hey, yo, get on, dude. Red Wash. Can't be doing it. Pulling out my shoulder like John Gotti. The Teflon Don. Hey, that's one of those mystical tie-in things, then, isn't it? Like we had this mob boss, and they called him Teflon Don, and nothing stuck to him. And then we ended up, and the dude had hair combed back like that, and then we ended up with this guy, you know, Donald, Teflon Donald, where nothing stuck on him, and he does his hair up over the ear like that, and he come out of New York at the same. Oh, I see. Somewhere there's a story in that, I guarantee. I'm just making shit up. I don't know. It's the internet. I'm making shit up. Hey, that's some good jam. I'll let y'all jam to this. It'll take a minute. Damn Skippy money. Just about anybody that has a business in New York has ties if it's a successful business. You're gone. Because you had to negotiate to be successful. You know, having fun. Oh, baby. Great news. It's like I know they did this song. Can maybe you were. Sun is shining on Kentucky. Drinking bourbon by the batch. Even the government. The government. Yep. Corruption has no boundaries. Johnny Cash. Ooh, I like the way you hold my hand. Hey, yo, keep doing. That was a big old fat red wash. The way I am, the way I am. Sun is shining on Kentucky. They're drinking bourbon by the batch, by the batch. That line tip if you love me. Chuck called me 12 again. Well, hell, he was willing to give you two more than I would have. I just probably figured about a 10-year-old. But see, look at the silver lining. He had you 2 years older than I would have figured. I'd have been like, that's about 10-year-old. See, he was saying a 12-year-old. What's up, Wild Dragon? Smoke break. Right on, Billy. Hey, your head here next to mine. Next to mine. No, I think it's every morning. Hey, right on, Savage. Hopefully it was an expected one. Keep your head on a swivel. Make it a good day, brother. Appreciate you. Hey, help somebody smile. Love your 1911s. Right on. That line because you love me. And I want to be your Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash. Sun is shining on Kentucky. They're drinking bourbon by the batch. By the batch. I want to be your Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash. Way down in that bluegrass. Way down in that bluegrass. I bet this up one of our poor Chuck to watch fucking news while he's recovering. Oh, I've done figured out that was all a myth. She's the one that's the Fox fan. That's what it is. She's the Fox fan. Brett Baer. I done figured out the real deal. Here you are. Here you are. Trade her in for a new one? Nah. Shoot, man. They've done 50 years. Her and Chuck are coming on 50 years. That is pretty solid. You sure don't hear that much anymore. He's out like a lot. I gave them an extra 50 for more gas when they put him under. Damn. 50 years. Poor Chuck. Just goes to show you, see, real man can take it. Indy says Hubs and I just celebrated 18 years. There you go, Indy. Never get sick, huh? Yes, Huckleberry, something you want to say? You gonna be her Huckleberry? Too funny, man. Too funny. What is it? It's 12:40. What? Oh yeah. What is it? Let's see. Y'all were talking about your feel good shit. Let's see. Where are we at? Come on. So we're at like 93. Feels 102. And what's the humidity? 54% humidity. We're under extreme UV index. Extreme. Man, you know what? Come at me, bro. Tell me why it's extreme. Like, so did you do something to change something up there? Because other than that, people were rocking this kind of weather, a couple of thousand years ago. So look, it's hot out there. It's nice and cool in here. Yep. I'm fixing to go soak up my AC. I got to figure. Oh, there's some pizza in there. Some thin crust Domino's pizza left over. Pepperoni, Canadian bacon, pineapple, and banana peppers. Thin crust. Yeah, I think there's actually like 4 little pieces of that left. Unless she took them to work. Sometimes she forgets and I get to score. Shit, dude, at her work, they got a full-blown kitchen. They go to the grocery store like once a week or once every 2 weeks or some shit. Anyway, they stock up their own little kitchen and net shit there. It cracks me up. It's like, oh, that's such a hard job, ain't it? I know. You really go and have like homemade spaghetti for lunch that, one of the ladies or yourself makes up, and it's like, yeah. It's not like somebody trying to get a wheel bearing out or whatever. I guess we'll see what kind of shape he's in. We'll see how that can't continue too long. Otherwise, well, that old forearm be rocking it. Kind of miss that hot and dry out west. Yeah, humid as shit here. I have gator DNA. Humid is normal for me. A siesta, then beer and tacos. Oh, look at you, Huckleberry. Yeah, that's another thing, man. Somewhere along the way, if the tomato things seem to be going, I might even just do my hammock right there beside the tomatoes and just make it where I can hang it up and stretch it out. And I'll just stretch out beside the tomatoes. Need a bigger hammer. That or you got to have more ass to push behind it. Sometimes a bigger hammer ain't gonna matter if you can't deliver. Yeah, ball joints. I want to say whenever I looked out earlier, it looked like the front of the car was up. So yeah, they could be trying to replace that whole spindle unit. Nothing beats a great nap. Oh, I don't know. I don't have the same feelings about that anymore. I mean, it's cool for a few. After a while, it's annoying as shit. But then I've spent way more time in the last 10 years. I have probably been more. I've probably laid down and been in bed longer in that 10-year span than I had been in the whole 50 years before that. I love to do things. I love to fix things. I love to help people. Hell, that's why I really love to get along. It sucks when personalities clash because, you know, unless I think you're an asshole, I really am not trying to be a dick. Wait, what are we talking about? Oh, what happened? Oh, well, it depends on what time. Kind of had several squirrel moments right then. Would you leave that bird alone, Isla? That bird is just wanting to come down and peck out some grub worms or some shit. Come on, get over here. Leave that poor bird alone. It's nice, no fires here. My old house in Montana almost burned up a week ago. I would have been evacuated. Fire was like 500. Oh, damn it, Billy. No. Glad it survived. Yeah, when we get to dry times, I worry about it, man, because people are just so ignorant nowadays. I mean, dude, the stupidest shit. And it gets out of control. Not to mention, like in California, when you got intentional batshit crazy mofos that go out and do it on purpose, but it's the accidental ones. It's like, oh, damn it. Right, glad you weren't there anymore. You had already evacuated, sir. Hey, it's Wednesday. It's hump day. Hump day, yeah. Let's see. We got Mike and Livingston, man, have the We All Gonna Die Wednesday tonight. That's all I know of. There might be something else I just forget. Hey, we're halfway through the week. That's always a good thing. We have made it halfway through. Got a little something done around here. Hopefully, you got a little something done today, or you're in the process of getting it done. Hey, take a deep breath. Enjoy the day if you can. Just remember, you're in control, so you can turn that frown upside down. I think that's how the phrase goes. Oh yeah, Wednesday's the Cola's Wednesday late night thing, 10 p.m. Central. I knew there was something. I think there's something else. I knew it wasn't indie because that's Friday, and it was like, man, it's Cola late Wednesday night. I usually catch her Thursday morning. Hey, y'all make it a good day. Help somebody smile today. Try to accomplish something. Pat yourself on the back. Say good job. Encourage yourself. It's okay to look up. You don't look down. You can only control what you can control, and you'll find a peace when you can create that differentiate. Isla, get over here. There's some things you can control and some things you can't. So don't let what you can't control you. You know what I'm saying? So slow your roll. Don't let the garbage in. I appreciate everybody. We just wanted to show off my nice little tomato bench here with the shade. Mission accomplished. You can do these things. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Y'all make it a good day. Peace out, everybody. Hey, thanks, Indy. Can you throw Mike Hudson Valleys up too? Because they'll have the We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Thanks, everybody.
If I ain't here tomorrow, if the good Lord says it's my time to go, I don't see that morning sunset. There's some things I need for you to know. The truck is yours if you want it. It'll run forever if you treat it right. When you think of me on some back road, that's because I'm right there by your side. Chase your dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow. Don't let life turn you bitter. Don't be ashamed to bow your head. Take it easy on the liquor. Remember what it did to your granddad. Yeah, you're gonna get your heart broke, but a couple of tears don't make you weep. Gonna find that girl God made just for you. Knows what he's doing, wait and see. Chase your dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow. Keep the shotgun in the family, raise your babies by the book, and keep my picture in your wallet. Keep your car keys on a hook. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Please don't ever forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow.
Hey, thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate all you mother cluckers. Make your day a good day. Help somebody else smile and be the change that you want to see. Peace, everybody.